Just from the sounds that are going on in my headphones, it's incredibly busy. Yet it was kind of a peaceful moment, us just standing there.
Yeah. Whoa!
Whoa!
I found a thing you can do.
That's cool. Did you see that one spinning around on the spot? He was all kinds of fucked up for many reasons. I think you broke the game somehow. Oh, come on. Oh, how lame is that? Empowered Cacodemon still dies to, you know, single grenade in the mouth.
I'm still thinking about deathmatch stuff.
Uh-huh.
I'm like trying to come up with the good ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got one that I want to
Lay it on me.
pair. Well, I'm trying to think of the proper pairing for
Okay.
it.
Well, I don't know. I thought of a character for some reason. That character was Elmer Fudd.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a good pair.
Well, what season is it?
Summer.
So I guess that's rabbit season.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Rabbits come out in the summer. That's what did the Bambi movie call it? Prodding time or something?
ooh.
They had some kind of special name for, like, all the animals are fucking right now. Pitter-patter time or something. You ever see Bambi?
It's weird.
It's hard to watch. I understand it's known for its beautiful animation, but it's a chore to sit through.
Yeah.
I went back and watched through all the old Disney movies, and I found some surprising finds. Like, Sleeping Beauty's pretty great.
Okay, hold
I
on.
didn't know anything about it. And also, Bambi's awful. And that was the first time I watched Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch is great.
Yeah, it's great.
Alright, anyway. Who was your deathmatch?
So, who in Fire Emblem is a good, like just a good basic, like, I do swords?
Like a very, very skilled sword user or a
Yeah.
person who uses swords?
I'm very, very skilled sword user. Like they need to be, like, have a lot up their sleeve in terms of, like, sword usage.
Okay, so if you're looking for, like, the most iconic sword master, there's a lot of people that would qualify, but I'd say probably Navarre is kind of the sword guy of Fire Emblem. He was, like, the first sword mastery type guy.
Okay, that guy versus Metal Gear Solid 4 Raiden.
Wow, so Raiden is the super soldier. Navarre is just, like, a bandit leader who's really good with swords.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of, like, a relevant similar anime character who's just like, I'm a sword guy. I'm the sword guy. Why can't I think of that? Oh, like Zoro from One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Navarre isn't that. He's more like really good mercenary. You know, anti-hero, Shadow the Hedgehog type. Actually, Shadow Hedgehog's a good...
That's a good...
Sonic characters are really good for this. So let's see. Raiden wields his sword in Metal Gear Solid 2 like a bitch.
Yes.
Uh,
That's why I said Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh, sorry, 2. Sorry, like 2. Yeah, he's really not great with a sword.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because he's not amazing with a sword.
In
but
4 he is.
Well, yeah, 4 is
Yeah.
what I was talking about.
Oh, did you say 2 or 4?
I said 4.
Oh, you said 4. Oh, okay.
In 2,
No.
I was like, he's a little too much of a bitch, I feel like.
Yeah, Raiden would kick his ass because Raiden's... I mean, for one, Raiden's body is, like, almost entirely cyborg replacement at that point.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you remember... I don't know how much you remember from Metal Gear Solid, but he stops a whole
I do. I
boat
remember this.
with his face.
I will say this was sort of predicated on my understanding of Fire Emblem having, like, sort of magic sword skills.
Okay, so the
If
ones that
that's
I'm on
not
right
correct.
now, you have a character. There's a character called Ryoma,
Mm-hmm.
who's like he can basically solo the game for you. He's one of the most powerful like units in the series. He would not even stand a chance to Metal Gear Solid 4, like Raiden.
Okay.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4 Raiden is crazy. Like Zoro from One Piece is an incredible sword user.
Mm-hmm.
He uses the 3 sword style, 2 swords and one, and he carries in his mouth.
Because why?
Because he uses Santoryu, 3 sword style.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. He just has a real incredible grip with his mouth. He just does it so often that, like, yeah, at first it's weird, but you get used to it really fast. It also maybe helps that he's the second character and like the second main character in the series. He's basically the first character to join Luffy. Wow. Wow.
I needed
Yeah.
gun.
I need a gun. But it would be hard to find a match for Metal Gear Solid 4 Raiden, even though Metal Gear Solid 4 Raiden spends the whole game just being humiliated constantly.
He kills Vamp,
He does.
sorta.
Sort of. Actually, Vamp kills Vamp. Wait, no, does Namor kill Vamp? How does Vamp die? Vamp's so stupid.
Does that science lady kill him?
I think
Okay,
I
maybe
think he plunges it into his home. But Metal Gear Solid 2, Raiden, and Navarre are probably a pretty even match.
Okay.
But if Raiden has everything that he has on him normally, then he already has a gun, and like maybe Navarre can deflect shots, but Raiden fights people who deflect his shots, and he finds a way around it. So I feel like Raiden would take the win. But it's actually Navarre would be a good Metal Gear Solid 2 boss fight. I'll say that.
Okay, hold on. How about this?
Uh-huh.
That maybe I'll scale down a Raiden a bit.
Uh-huh.
Navarre versus Sekiro.
Sekiro can die twice.
Yep.
Sekiro has very good movement, but Navarre probably... That's a pretty even match, actually, because Navarre has the skills to be, like, a really, really, like... Who probably has the fastest blade in Sekiro? Like,
Ishin.
Ishin? Yeah, Navarre is kind of an Ishin type. Like, he's very... And he doesn't really look Japanese, but he's kind of... He's not samurai-like at all. But he is more like, just a sword specialist, so... Oh, you're being bit by a dog. That thing's there. Yeah, that's a pretty even fight. I think that's... Okay, so they're in a football field. Sekiro relies on a lot of his mobility.
Yep. So he'll be able to grapple off of the goal posts.
Oh, true. If he was on the gold posts...
I wonder. This is probably going to get me killed.
Navarre...
No, that does work.
Slightly. You have a chainsaw, by the way.
Ah, fucking...
So Navarre could use like 11 sword, which instead of you can strike it someone with it, or you can raise it in the air and call down lightning. But Sekiro is gonna jump in the air and deflect that back.
Yeah.
What could Navarre do against him though? Because Navarre era Fire Emblem doesn't have any other ranged options other than magic. The only magic damage that swords got there was the lightning sword, which an unskilled player of Sekiro would die to.
Yeah. But it's funny that that's one of his attacks, and that deflecting lightning is a very specific Sekiro ability.
Yeah. Well, it's apparently something that anyone could do, because doesn't Ishin's grandson use that against you? God damn it, Sekiro is such an awesome game. I heard there's some kind of extra content coming out for it.
Yeah.
Apparently it's not like a whole expansion, or even it's like a free update.
Yeah.
But still, any more Sekiro is great.
Yeah, I want to check it out, because...
That's still one of my favorite games I've ever played.
Me too.
Top 5 in my whole life, probably.
I really love that game.
I think in full retrospect, the best game I ever played in my life was probably Witcher 3. Like, it's just the whole package. The combat could be slightly better, but it's still really good.
Ooh, that's a good character though.
Geralt?
Geralt.
Oh yeah, Geralt has a very reasonable power set. It's what makes him really interesting. Also, I'm about midway through the second book. I might have told you that. It's really good. Oh god, I thought you were about to use that on that guy.
No.
I was super nervous. And you're not going to use it against
No, that doesn't
the
work.
Marauder, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
think
he
that
just
would
blocks
work.
that, yeah.
I was curious though. I don't think I've tried it yet.
Yeah, Geralt is super pathetic in the second book, and that's what makes him really, really relatable. Wait, that came out wrong. But that's what makes him interesting. I like how Super Bunny Hop described it. Like, you see this, like, metal-looking guy, and then you read the book and you find out, like, he's really vulnerable and kind of a loser. Like, there's a whole story. There's a great take on the Little Mermaid in the book that's just, like, him getting over a bad relationship in the background of, like, this ironic retelling of Little Mermaid. Wow, he got blasted apart. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, I really gotta get you to play Witcher 3. So good. It really does have that Zelda vibe to it. You're like, yeah, I'm just happy to be in this world.
Oh, okay. On this topic,
Uh-huh.
just to say for later, which is the most combat capable version of Link?
Of Link?
Uh-huh.
See, my immediate reaction is to say Twilight Princess Link, but I'm not sure if that's right.
Because he can turn into a wolf.
He can turn into a wolf, which has limited value, actually, but it does give him a lot of versatility. But also, like, all of Twilight Princess Link's items have, like, dual purposes.
Mm.
And that's what I liked about Twilight Princess, is that, like, the iron boots aren't just, like, weigh you down in water. They weigh you down in water, and they're also magnetic.
Right.
The boomerang doesn't just stun enemies, it stun enemies, and it also turns fans, you know? Like, other Zelda games would give you... They'd give you the boomerang, and they'd give you the Deku Leaf, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twilight Princess Link has a lot of flexibility, basically. Plus, he's the fully adult version of Link. He has a very strong horse. He doesn't have as easy of an ability to call his horse.
Ah, fuck.
But what other Link could stand a chance? Maybe Breath of the Wild Link could
Yeah, he
stand a
does have a
chance
lot
against
of
Twilight
stuff.
Princess.
You can definitely give Ocarina of Time Link points because he has access to Neru's Love, which is invincibility that doesn't make it so he can't attack. But he'd have to finish.
But
the
who
fight pretty
uses
quick.
Neru's Love?
I'm
I'm a Din's Fire man.
I think I used it in the Iron Knuckle fight
Really?
when I was a kid.
But Twilight Princess Link also has invulnerability.
Does he?
Yeah. Don't you remember the armor that drains rupees?
No,
You don't?
I don't think I used that.
Oh, really? Yeah, they have. It gives him full invulnerability, but it drains like 5 rupees a second.
Sure is expensive to die.
So you do remember it.
I
You remember the only
the
important thing about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is
I never
Ebrapis'
used it
joke
or
about
got it.
Oh god, is that a tyrant?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he looks so small from here. Why are they fighting? You're friends. Oh,
No one's friends. I wonder.
what do you wonder? Now you
Ah,
have to have
interesting.
25 to fire it.
I was gonna wonder if I just shot a BFG shot from here over there, what would happen?
I wonder. I think it just keeps going, so they probably kill them all.
Nice.
I mean, maybe. Possibly. Okay. Who's a really good planeswalker in Magic the Gathering?
Ah, that's an interesting question. Because the power level of Planeswalkers is sort of hotly disputed.
Uh-huh.
But a really good one in terms of like combat effectiveness would be like Gideon. Because
Okay.
he is actually unhurtable,
Uh-huh.
but he can get messed up in other ways.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
So,
Ooh, right. There was a
Get,
tyrant in there.
Gideon versus Godzilla.
Uh,
Wait, King Ghidorah and Godzilla team up.
Gideon would lose.
Gideon would lose.
Very easily.
How
Because
about just King Ghidorah? Is it Ghidorah or Ghidra?
I said Ghidorah.
Okay, Ghidorah.
He would lose. Because,
Gideon again?
Yeah, Gideon would lose.
Mhm.
So he's like a very martial. He has like strong martial prowess.
Uh-huh.
But at least in the lore, it's demonstrated that like he has this like invulnerability magic around him, which means he can't be like hurt by certain things, but he can be like suffocated
Okay.
and stuff.
Like being stomped on by a giant dinosaur.
Right. Like he gets in one of the novelizations. He gets into a fist fight with Obnixilis, who's
Uh-huh.
a demon planeswalker,
Mm-hmm.
who's a lot older and is like, yeah, I know you're good at fighting, but I've been doing this for like 1,000 years or whatever. And he's just sort of like starts out by like trying to hit him a bunch and it doesn't work, so he just like starts using grabs and stuff, and then like buries his face in the mud until he like almost drowns in the mud.
I'm not sure Godzilla is a good one for this because basically anyone that you put that close to Godzilla that isn't bigger than him, he's just too close to do anything about.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I feel like a lot of Smash Brothers characters are good for this.
That's how they end up in Smash.
Yeah, like, let's say you did have Samus Aran, and
Samus is a good one.
yeah, Samus Aran, and it's another good character from Smash. Like, so in her own games, she's way more powerful than she is in Smash.
Right. Most of the characters are.
Yeah, yeah. So Samus Aran versus Kirby, using their actual power sets.
I feel like Kirby's not a very good choice because his games are so lighthearted. They like take a lot of liberties with the plausibility of like a power scaling dynamic.
Yeah, but Kirby is also like ridiculously powerful in his own context too,
Yeah.
because he like travels at light speed, and like, I think like
That's sort of what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, they kind of reflect that in like every single time a giant catastrophe happens, Kirby's always the one that survives, like the start of the World of Light thing, and also that happened in the Smash Brothers Brawl story mode too. Like Kirby, you start as Kirby, who coincidentally was made by the creator, or I don't know, the main director of Smash, I guess.
He's shaped like a friend.
He's shaped like us.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah.
You got those loose shorts.
Yeah, I got those loose shorts. Okay. So it's been a while since I heard one from you, so I'd like to hear one from you. While you're
Okay.
busy fighting monsters.
Good point. Well, no, I did. The last one I did was that guy versus Sekiro.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't give me one since then.
I just said Kirby versus Samus Aran.
Oh, I guess I didn't answer.
Yes.
I feel like Kirby would win because he can eat everything,
Yeah.
which includes missiles and plasma.
True, true.
Okay, so that shield can stagger
Oh, wow.
enemies.
Holy shit.
So that's cool.
So that's neat.
But yeah, Kirby would beat. I can't really think of anyone that
Kirby
could
wouldn't beat.
anyone. Yeah,
Holy shit, what a strategy from Sid. Actually, you're pretty close to the final boss because it's got 4 out of 10 of those things. And
whoop, whoop.
yeah, things suddenly turn around real quick. Wait, is that a little guy?
Oh yeah, these guys are still down here. Sorry, I'm gonna focus on this for a second.
Yeah, these are some of the hardest fights in the game, so you do you, man. While I think of more good deathmatch contenders.
Buff totem.
It's somewhere.
Thanks.
Wait,
Found it.
there it is. Now it's nowhere. Oh god, I remember this fight. I was in this room long enough to remember it.
Oh, thank God. Small people.
So Shrek. I thought of a good challenger for Shrek.
Okay.
Shrek versus Bender.
Oh.
By the way, I just realized that Bender also means, like, he's a bending robot, but he's also drunk all the time.
Yeah.
Like he's on a bender. I only figured that out right now. That's a great name. Yeah, Shrek versus Bender from Futurama.
Ah, shit.
I feel like Bender's not very committed to anything, whereas Shrek would actually try his best.
Well, they're not in his swamp.
True. But does Shrek really use the swamp to his advantage a lot?
No, but he might.
I guess he could. He knows it well. Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Ah. It was the stompy attack.
Yeah.
That fight's fun. I like it.
Or something like Beerus versus Superman.
Superman's boring.
Yeah, but he is very powerful.
Well, yeah, I just mean, like, but in his lore, he's basically invincible.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know what contrivances I'd have to, like...
I think he pulled a planet out of the way one time or something, of an asteroid or whatever.
Yeah, he's hauled Earth around.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about, like, the extended Superman lore. And unless there's kryptonite somewhere on this football field, he's probably going to beat anyone.
But it's Beerus.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I just don't know if it's enough.
Really? The writers will contrive a way.
Well, yeah, that's sort of the thing. Like, Superman's whole thing is that, like, he's pretty much unbeatable.
Uh-huh.
Ah, sir! I didn't mean to be here. This is not how I intended to take this fight. I was gonna go around you. But then they...
He turned a corner.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm still in search of the next great death match. That second one was really, really fascinating to me.
Yeah, so, like, I think with these kinds of questions, straight power level isn't that interesting to discuss. Because those characters...
It's more like technique.
Yeah, you want to think of, like, middling powered characters who, like, rely on techniques and tools and not just, like, sheer unstoppable force.
Yeah. Because those characters would be fighting in, like, a bluff away from humanity anyway.
Yeah.
They'd be like, first thing, like, why don't we take this fight somewhere else? And then the point is gone.
That's why, like, for, like, Dragon Ball stuff, like, actual Dragon Ball's way more interesting than Dragon Ball Z for that.
Right, yeah.
Because in Dragon Ball Z, everyone's just way too strong.
Well, the important characters are.
Yeah.
Actually,
Tien Shinhan versus.
How about Yamcha versus Krillin?
We're
But like
not doing
early
the same,
Dragon Ball Z.
We're not doing the same universe characters.
All right.
That stuff happens.
We'll
in
come
the
back
series.
with different universe characters next time then.
Fine.
All right. Next time, everybody.